This is the race car assembly that we're going to create. So notice that it now has tires and axles on it. In order to make this assembly, we need to make a new part, or actually it's a new assembly. So click New, Metric, and this is new. It's assembly, standard millimeter.iam. We'll click Create. This is your assembly environment. This is where you place parts to assemble. We need to place parts there. So we'll click Place. We need to place the race car, the rear tire, the front tire, and the axle into the environment. So select all four of those and click Open, and you'll notice that they are now all together waiting to be placed. So place them once, and if you click again, you'd place another set. We don't want another set, so click Cancel, and here are your parts. Notice you only have one of each tire and one axle, so that's a problem. So let's go to Place again, and we'll select one more of each tire and one more axle. Click Open, and now we have all the parts that we need. If you notice, you can grab all of your parts and just float them around, and that's typically not ideal for the assembly environment. One of these parts should be grounded. So we're going to ground the race car body. So if you right click it and select Grounded, it now will not move. So that's good. What we're going to do is we're going to place the two axles into each of these respective cylinders. They're going to go through them. So in order to do that, I usually like to move the part kind of close to where it's going to go. And if you'll notice, it's perpendicular to the direction it should be facing right now. I like to free rotate my parts. So just rotate them a little bit so that they face a more correct orientation. Alright, this is close enough. So we're going to constrain now. Constrain. Zoom in on the piece until you get the white axis. Click once. Go down to the holes that you're going to put them in until you get the white axis. Click again. Click Apply and Cancel. And now you can see what happened. This axle can now run through that hole, but it can still go too far in and out, and that's a problem. So we want to restrict how far it can move. What we'll do is we'll apply an offset flush mate. This is flush, when these two faces are flush with each other. What we're going to do is we're going to offset this face and this face right here by a predetermined amount so that it's even on both sides. So constrain, and we're going to select flush here. That's the first face that we select. And then zoom in and select the outer part of the axle. And we want this offset by 20 millimeters. So go to the offset and type 20 and click Apply, Cancel. And now you can't move that. It's perfectly locked in place. We're going to do the same thing to the other side, but we might have to use a different offset. Now we're going to place the rear axle in place. So I'm going to move it, rotate it, free rotate. And then just get it a little bit closer. I'm close enough. So constrain, white axis, apply. And we can do the flush mate while we're here. So flush, and we're going to select this face first, followed by the end of the axle, and we're going to offset it 11 millimeters. And let's check that, see that looks symmetric, and it does, so we'll click Apply, Cancel, and now the rear axle is locked in place. There are just a few more steps to making this race car, and that involves placing the tires in place. So what we'll do is we will do the same kind of process. We'll constrain, wait for the white axis, it's there, and we want to place that here under the axle, apply, and we're going to do a regular flush mate between the outer part of the rubber and the outer part of the axle. So flush, click here, then here, apply. While we're still in the mate environment, let's do the same thing to the other side. So we'll I selected mate up here. Need the white axis. Where is it? There it is. And the white axis here. Apply. And now we'll do a flush mate. Here, here, apply. Cancel. And so now those rear tires are in place. I put this circle here so that you could see that it is in fact spinning around. Your tire likely will not have that random hole right here. Alright, now we do the same thing with the front tires. So we constrain. Wait for the white axis. There it is. And zoom in here, rotate a little bit. White axis, apply, and then we'll do a flush mate. Flush. Outer part of tire. Outer part of axle. Apply. And we'll do the same thing with this tire. So wait for the white axis. Oh, we have to change from flush back to mate. White axis. Apply, and then the flush mate. So flush, click, click, apply. And you can cancel out of the constrained environment, and now we've added some tires. It would be nice if they spun together, but we have to have Megan teach us how to do that. Thanks, Megan. Good luck.